Hey all, I'm here today to talk a little about the airstrike. This is the finished nailer. One of our subscribers had a little problem with 3/4 inch nails with his model. I don't know if he got that fixed, but I did a test and I certainly didn't have any problems with it. I'm going to dump these out and show what I did. Basically what I did was I took these 1.5 inches, or 1.25 inches, whatever they are, and I cut some down. Made some 3/4 inch nails of my own. Now, if you want to do this, it's entirely possible. What I did was clamp this in the vise like this, the whole thing, because if you cut one off, it comes loose. So you have to cut this whole strip all at once. And then when it gets near the end, just break it off like I did. Okay. And they work just fine. So basically you cut any size nail you want out of, say, 2 inches or 1.25 inches, whatever you have an abundance of. You know, cut down some 3/4 inch ones or 1 inch ones, whatever you need. Then another thing I like about this is if you're doing a job, say, and you need, say, you don't want to keep switching nails, 1, 2 inch, what you could do is pre-plan your nailing and say, load up 1/2 dozen 1.25 inch, then 1/2 dozen 3/4, and then back and forth, or whatever the sequence of events you're going to be following, and then load them into the gun. Because basically you have you can load up over 100 nails into this gun, and they could be all sizes. It doesn't have to be just one size. You can see I just put in 3/4. I put in 1.25 inch. Here's some 2 inch. I'm going to slide them in. So basically you can put in any size you want. See? And it's going to work just fine. So if you know your sequence of events, sequence of nailing, put in 1/2 dozen, then 1/2 dozen, whatever you're going to be doing. So that's just one thing. When it gets down to 5 nails, just know that your gun isn't going to fire anymore because it knows it's low on nails. So when it gets to 5 nails, it definitely shuts it off. And basically this control in the back here, basically you want to start out, do a test piece, put it on minus all the way and see how far in to shoot your nail. If it's still sticking up, the head's still sticking up, click it to 1 click, and then it should you should see an improvement. And then if you don't, you could always go to the next click, but don't just go all the way down here. You're going to be putting these nails almost through the other side. Alright, thirdly, we have a nice pad here. Well, if you're nailing rough stuff, this might get worn out. So here's another one here. Just pry it off, and then you can pry this one off and replace it. You can buy these tips on Amazon, eBay, wherever you buy your stuff. Thirdly, I have to address this belt clip. It's a nice idea and all. You put the belt clip on. You say, oh, I can hang it from my belt. Oh, I don't know how you're going to hang this tool by itself with no nails in it and no battery. Weighs 6.15 pounds. So it's almost 6.25 pounds. Add another, I don't know, pound for the battery. Let's say this light lithium battery is 1/2 pound. So we're talking almost 7 pounds you're going to hang off your belt. I don't think so. So while it might be a nice idea, maybe if you're working on a ladder or wherever you're working, maybe you have somewhere to hang it, a cable, you know, stick, anything but your belt. You're not going to be able to hang this off your belt. Well, you are, but it's going to pull your pants down. It's going to break your belt. And then, yeah, the adjustment here for the fine tuning. You can see how it lets the tip go all the way down. So if you adjust this up, okay, it doesn't let the tip go all the way to the bottom. So if you adjust this down, it definitely hits the bottom. See it? So if we do this, we roll it back up, right, we can see how far up it is. So basically this is your fine-tuning adjustment. This isn't really a depth adjustment. Well, it is a depth adjustment, but it's just for fine-tuning. And never try to clear a jam before you take out all your nails. If you've opened this up, your nails are probably going to shoot out. Maybe not, but that's the likely scenario. And I'm not going to try it here. And then the other thing is the switch here for the multi, so you could just hold it down and keep banging nails into the wood without having to keep pressing the trigger. Other than that, I really like this gun. It works great. I haven't had any problems with it, not even with the 3/4 inch nails. I am going to get some more sizes, but like I said, you could cut your own sizes and do whatever you want. So they're my couple tips I got for you. And we can't go without a little demonstration, right? So let's try it out. I got 1.25 inch nails in here. I'm gonna I moved this thing all the way back to 0. We'll see how it puts it in. See, it's sticking up a little. Now I could try to move this down and see what it does, right? Let's see. It's still sticking up. So what we want to do is click one notch. Let's try again. Alright, that time it's all the way in. No problem. Nice and clean. Ready to be filled with a little dab of putty. If I don't want it to be that far down, if I want to show the nail head, I can bring it up. That's almost flush now. You can see the difference. See, these are buried. This one's flush. I can bring it up a hair more. Flush again. Not a problem, right? And we can put it on multi-nail, right? Then we can just hold our nail gun down. See how easy that is? So basically you just hold the trigger and keep, every time you push down it fires another nail. Now as far as we could even nail drop ceiling up to the wall with this. Right in. See that? Right in. This is going to be a hell of a time for me to get this off of here too. So you can see what the nail holes look like. Holding it on there really good. That makes drop ceilings really easy. Anyway, that's my little demonstration. And yeah. Check out my subscribe to my channel, you know, if you like my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.